Okay, we call the meeting to order. All rise for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, did you have a chance to read the minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any?
I didn't see any corrections.
I didn't either, so do I hear a motion to accept them? Oh,
There was on the executive sessions, from the discussion I had with the secretary, with the Attorney General's office, I think there was a little bit of tweaking of the language that they had suggested, and I typed something up.
and this is the one at the very last page.
There's two, actually.
Both of them?
There's one earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I should have.
Bottom of the second page is the first one that we...
I'm sorry. I didn't leave my computer on long enough for it to upload for me to get it on my handheld. So it'll be a couple minutes.
Can we go on and come back to this? I mean, okay. Comments and committee reports?
I have none.
I have none either. As close to that as I have will be, I had gotten an email about 2 weeks ago from Kristen Watkins of the Multi-County Health Board. She said that Atchison County needs to choose a new medical director for the health clinic. The current one is choosing not to, which is Dr. Growney, I believe. Either he's retiring or just wants to downsize and not be the medical director anymore. I've talked to her a little bit last night too, or emailed back and forth. Have you been involved with that before? I mean, how do we go about to... I was thinking that she said we needed one and that they were pursuing it. I think she was wanting more input maybe from the commission as to who we would choose.
Yeah, I looked up the when she sent that email, I looked up the statute specifically on that. What they were proposing is more of a public health administrator. A public health officer is a distinct difference than what I think they were looking at as a nurse. So, my preference would be to have a if an outbreak or something major occurs.
Well, there's two different things. One would be the public health officer, which would be Christy Callahan, who is our...
But that's an administrator, though. You have to be a doctor to be a public health officer, according to statutes. What she sent out, what they had sent out to all of us, in stat. I mean, they call it a public health administrator is what the statutes called it. If it's not,
she said that the way I took it was that there was no problem with that, but then we needed the medical director had to be a doctor, the one that's actually overseeing and signing off on this. So maybe we'll need clarification on. And you're saying between that the
statutes allowed county populations under 100,000 the ability to hire or have a public health administrator. They didn't classify them as, according to statutes, they didn't classify them as a public health officer. they classified a public health officer as a certified physician.
And that needs to be a doctor also?
A public health officer has to be a physician. I don't think that the state statute allowed. If it's not a doctor, then it's like a public health administrator, is what the statute had listed. I just don't. I guess I don't know what other counties are doing. I thought most counties had a doctor that was a public health officer, but I'm not.
She indicated that seemed to be either occurring. This wouldn't be the only county that would be doing it that way.
Mhm.
So that wasn't even the question here, which is fine, and we need to address this also.
Mhm.
But to get to a medical director, I mean, how do we choose or is there a process by the commission actually looks at this? Or I had asked for suggestions from her and somebody on the staff, who they would rather have. We did talk briefly about having Dr. Rovenstein being the medical director for the EMS, and the way I got it from some of the people in between Wes Lanner and I forgot who else asked. They said they didn't think that he would be interested in both positions because it's. Is there any input? I mean, what do you think? I mean,
Well, we're the board of local health, so we have to appoint
Mhm.
somebody to have that position. I mean, my preference would be have a doctor. With an outbreak or something serious, I would think that you'd want a doctor making those decisions.
Well, the health director has to be, but the administrator, there's two different positions.
Yeah, and that's what I thought when I looked at the statutes. There was like a public health officer and a public health administrator, according to what the statutes had relayed. So I thought I interpreted the public health officer was an actual physician, according to what state statutes.
Okay, I'll get back with her and see more what she says on that.
Okay.
Okay, I looked up the name and it should have been an M. I must have misspelled it, sorry. So it should-
Rovenstein?
Rovenstein.
Okay.
I don't know how I got Rover, but
We could also contact KAC. Randall Allen's been pretty in tune with local boards of public health. He could be a wealth of information on that subject specifically.
And who was that? You say?
Randall Allen of KAC.
Oh, Randall Allen. All right.
I know there's been lots of public or county comments talking about the local boards of health, and over the last couple of years, there's quite a few. So.
I didn't think I knew enough about the position, for me to be approaching a doctor. I would need to get basically a job description and everything before I could approach someone for the position. As far as
Yeah, I think we as a board need to figure out what direction, and then we probably talk or send a letter to whatever person we're wanting to designate would probably be appointed and approved.
okay, I'll get back with Kristen and see what we can come up with. Okay. Pat, has your thing come up yet?
Yes.
Okay.
What I would suggest, and this is based upon the discussion with the Attorney General's office, the first one to read Commissioner Knoll, and Pauline, I can email this to you.
okay.
Commissioner Knoll moved that the Board of County Commissioners recess into executive session at 2:05 p.m. to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel as allowed by KSA 75-4319B1, and that the purpose of the closed session is to protect the privacy rights of the employee, and the board come out of the executive session at 2:25 p.m. in the commission room, first floor courthouse. And those present will be the county commissioners, County Councilor Patrick Henderson, HR Director Jamie Madison, and Road and Bridge Superintendent Seth Howard. Commissioner Usheely seconded the motion. Chairman Poll called for a vote. All voted aye. Motion carried 3-0. And the second one, similarly, County Councilor Patrick Henderson asked for an executive session to discuss threatened or potential litigation. Commissioner Knoll moved that the Board of County Commissioners recess into executive session at 3:15 p.m. for consultation with an attorney for the public body, that would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship as allowed by KSA 75-4319B2, and that the purpose of the closed session is to protect confidentiality of the discussion, and that the board come out of the executive session at 3:30 p.m. in the commission room, first floor courthouse, and those present will be the county commissioners and county councilor Patrick Henderson. Commissioner Shealy seconded the motion. Chairman Pohl called for a vote. All voted aye. Motion carried 3-0. That's what I would suggest.
Sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no more on that, then I would go back on the first page there and correct Dr. Rosenstein's name on the front page. And that's the only corrections that I see. Do I hear a motion to accept with the corrections?
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed 2-0. One gone. Bill Pohl sick today. Reports of elected officials and department heads. Anybody got anything there?
I was using it. I was reading.
Oh, you're fine. I thought it was in your lap.
Oh, no.
The only thing I have, and you'll have to do this, is there's a resolution on the books right now about appointing a local freedom of information officer, which I am right now, but you'll have to change that.
Okay, does that need to be done today, or, I mean,
No. It's just that, you have to have one by statute. And a freedom of information officer is only there in case, people are supposed to request their documents from the department, but
mhm.
for some reason, if they don't get it, or if there's, then they go to the freedom of information officer.
Whoa, Pauline, what's your input? Should it be the clerk? I mean,
It can be anybody, whoever you want to.
okay, I mean, I don't know what you think about that.
It's like anybody like at that open records request. Is that what you're?
Yeah,
That's what it
they're supposed to go to the actual department with the open request. But sometimes they just come to our office.
I'm gonna do this when Commissioner Pohl's back next week.
Why don't we, and maybe be thinking of who we want to put into that. Now, if it was good to remain with the clerk's position, would she need to be installed before you would nominate? Or, I mean, can you declare somebody the new officer before they're even installed in office?
Well, I mean, you can do it after she's installed in office too.
I think you could with this situation because it's an employee. There's no requirement that it be the county clerk, although it makes a lot of sense to have the county clerk do it.
I need to update the, just as a sub-house bill, I'm sure there's probably a resolution with this, so we,
It's been a
it just needs to be updated, that's probably what, on the resolution.
So, I mean, you can probably give it, that's the resolution, so. I think
Okay.
Pat wants to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, why don't we just postpone
Sorry,
that
Pat.
till next week, and I probably would just like to see it remain with the clerk. I think that's the most logical position for it.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I got 115. I guess we can go to the budget amendment.
Jeff needs a copy.
Is this what you ran off with me this morning?
Yeah, and then this one. I just need a copy of it. It was published in the paper on December 17th, which allows for 10 days, which December 27th is the 10th day. And I did the adjustments
Yeah,
for solid waste and for joint communications. Increased. Solid waste revenue 200,000, which upped their expenses. And joint communication also, I think it was 17,000. Up theirs. And I also did the general fund by 170,000. That was additional cash that came in. It wasn't tax-related money. And noxious weed, I upped her budget by 7,000, and that was due to the sale of the
Okay.
pickup of the truck that.
Road and Bridge.
And then the rest of the Memorial Hall and all the other ones, I increased their expenses due to the neighborhood revitalization amount refunds, which they did have the cash to cover the expense.
Do you have any questions or?
No, just as long as, I think, the public has an understanding that the reason why we're amending it is to add in the additional revenues, I think, just so that people understand there aren't additional mills, or mill levies going up because of this, so.
No,
point.
you can't, increase mill levies.
Correct.
You can only,
Decrease after you,
you can't even decrease on amending. The only thing amending is to include any extra revenue that is not a tax base.
mhm.
So any revenue that comes in that you did not expect it to come, like, if you had more interest than what you were anticipating, then you can increase it.
Okay. Any more questions or discussion on this?
I have none.
Do I hear a motion to approve the budget amendment?
So,
I'll second it. All in favor?
aye.
Aye. All opposed? Passed 2-0.
And sign this one.
Right here.
Mhm. And I'll see that Jamie gets it so she can increase the 2016 stuff before it goes to the auditor.
Well, I'm thinking of it. Last week we talked about the leadership breakfast. Did you contact Trey about that?
I got an email. Was Trey coming? I
When?
can't remember. Sorry.
That's all right. Or was that Bill that had got the email about the leadership breakfast? That was Bill, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think Bill said he was talking with them.
Okay.
The last meeting, I think said he was going to contact him.
Okay.
That's the last I done.
I just had it that somebody was, and I thought it was Pauline. So. Okay, Peggy's not here yet. We're checking right through these things.
You have this one.
Oh, yeah. Benton Township had the position open for, I believe it was clerk, wasn't it?
No, it's trustee.
Trustee. And I got with a couple of the board members, and they found somebody who's willing to take the place. It's Ben Hawk. Do you know Ben? It'd be Jim and Kathy's son.
Okay.
And he's interested in it, and he needs approval or for the position.
Okay.
So, do I hear a motion to appoint Ben Hawk as the, you said trustee?
Mm-hmm.
Let's write that down. Trustee for Benton Township.
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Pass 2-0.
Speak of the angel.
Good afternoon.
Alright. Oh, wow, I'll be fine. There's nothing roll right off the chair.
Come on up if you're ready.
Okay, I just have a PO to be signed. It's something I need. The water heater went out end of last week, so Tate has got one in stock, ready to go. But we need to, it's expensive.
It's one of those new ones that we placed a few
No,
years
it's
ago?
one that they moved from one place to another.
Oh.
So, yeah, it is one of the new ones that we had had it in the back. We moved it to the laundry room. And, yeah. It's the only one we didn't replace
Oh, okay.
fully. We just relocated it. All the others.
New.
This is a cheaper one. I mean, it's only 10,000. So.
Yeah, they're not cheap, are they?
No, they aren't.
But it's 100 gallon. I mean, it's
Yeah,
commercial.
it's big, and then they have to have another piece to it. It's not a easy little fix, and then they have to relocate a little bit of the piping to make.
So was it completely down then for a while, or?
So Brian rerouted the water from the boilers to kind of Band-Aid it together.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah.
She can't be without very long.
No, we have to have a certain temp in our laundry room. So, yeah, he rerouted the water. So, working double duty there, but it worked.
Good. Okay, do I hear a motion to approve the PO for the senior village in the amount of $97.99.90 for new water heater?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Pass 2-0.
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Did you
you.
Thank
get it,
you.
Colleen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
Okay. Well, that was short and simple.
Sweet.
Yeah. How you getting along with your foot?
Good, actually. I'm feeling like it should, I'm ready to be done with this, but, you know,
Yeah.
doctor feels otherwise, so.
Yeah. It'll help when there's
Follow
no,
directions.
since there's no ice, that'll help.
Yes, right.
Yes.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks. Okay, this morning Seth Howard had left a couple POs for us. Should we have to act on them separately, don't we? First one is for 2 red solar power flashing beacons for stop sign flashing beacons where they have a, what was the address on that? Do you remember that Seth said this morning?
I can't remember.
Are they for specific places?
Well, this one is, I thought I wrote that down, but
I know it's for an intersection. It was a dangerous intersection.
dangerous intersection here in the town, in the county. Anyway, in the amount of $2,590.
2,590?
Yes.
So move.
Second, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed 2-0. And the other one is a PO for 50 grater blades, 5/8 by 8 by 7 heat treated grater blades, and a total amount of $3,395.
So move.
Second, all in favor,
Aye.
Aye. Pass 2-0. Here's the Reese Novelli engagement letter. Have you had a chance to look at that?
Yeah, it's just. You reviewed this, Pat? Or did you get a chance to
Yes,
see them
and
look at it?
we did make a change on there to move the completion date up to July instead of August, and
Have you seen the new letter then? I mean,
right.
okay,
Right.
all right. That's what I was.
Which was, I think, a direct result of the discussion that we had.
Mhm.
They were very receptive and just wanting to make sure that we weren't going to be, that you as a board wanted to be involved if there were difficulties in getting documents. So, and I thought that you definitely were and expressed that.
Mhm.
signs.
I think the key will be having our financial reports done for them so they can start that in March. If we don't have that, that would set them back.
Which stands to reason, but it's kind of nice to have, if we get them, that we have something to fall back on. That it's not going to come out in August after we're done, or well, I guess we couldn't even finish our budget process without it.
Yeah, I think their goal is to have it finished by June. It says on the contract there, it says July 31st, but I think their intent is to have it done by June.
To issue our reports no later than July
It
31st.
could be a challenge, right? Who knows?
Shouldn't be.
Is there any other discussion on the Reese and Novelli engagement letter?
I have none.
With that, would I hear a motion to sign off on it?
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Pass 2-0. Is there any other signage on this CGC or just the one page?
Just one page, I think this is all just. I think this was. This is just an extra.
We need your signature too.
If you want it, then it's just an extra copy. The other one is the original.
Thank you.
Well, we have enough time to kill here. Any county councilor updates?
No. I played phone tag with Mr. Reesner at Carrot about getting an explanation on the premium.
Hmm.
So I don't have anything to report.
We've got 25 minutes here. Can you make up something?
Do you want me to? So I think it was just Jamie and Melissa.
Yeah.
I mean, Sigel.
Yeah, if they can, why not?
Everything proceeding on tax sale, it sounds like publication and, yeah.
Yeah, the publication
Sure.
occurred, and so our hearing's the 13th, Friday the 13th.
Yeah, of January.
So what could go
Yeah.
wrong?
You still have
I
about
guess
same.
there is one thing, and that is the Couch property. The mortgage holder had filed a foreclosure. I think right before we did. Well, their sale is scheduled for after the 13th, so I intend to take judgment there, but probably before our sale. So if they sell or redeem, they will be removed from the tax sale in all likelihood. But But if they sell at the tax sale, if they sell at the foreclosure sale, that would have to, they would have to satisfy the taxes anyway. They probably would not have to satisfy the court costs in our case, which would be fine.
Okay.
So,
This morning, I'd asked, excuse me, Pat, on the Wynn property, if there was anything that we could or should talk about, being that there's a drainage problem on there. I mean, I know we can't attach anything that the new owner would make them legal for it, but I mean, what should be said or what not should be said, basically.
You'd have a disclosure on the property, wouldn't you? Is there
well,
a disclosure?
it's definitely let the buyer beware at all
Sure.
tax sales.
Sure, sure.
But it wouldn't hurt anything to say, to give some information. We've got another couple that two parcels I think that are landlocked that we're selling. And we've changed the legal description so that it says that in the legal description, so somebody knows what they're buying, but yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could say anything.
I think it ought to be duly noted for them that there's a problem.
On the WEX card, on the WEX card, that's figured so they don't pay the tax at the
Right.
pump.
Correct.
Is there a reason Senior Village isn't on there?
They're on there, but she just doesn't. I mean,
Well, I saw we had 2 invoices for filling up their van. Now, it can't be much money, but it'd be a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they have cars. I guess she's had problems with them, so she just doesn't.
Because the cards stay with the vehicle.
Yeah.
I guess it's $10.65 or 10.
There's, thank you.
Yeah, you'd think it'd be on the.
18 and 24 cents
Mhm.
per gallon. Yeah, that would be worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's per gallon though.
Should
Well,
be.
that's a tax rate. So it probably
Well,
is.
Well, they're awful persuasive.
Should be cents.
They do it every
Per
year.
gallon.
They are twisting my
$1
arm.
They do it every year.
Per gallon. Should be per gallon,
Some good
shouldn't it?
homemade candy.
I don't know. I don't want you to say, did you go to law school?
Or Jeff
But
decided.
No, I mean, but the rate.
Melissa Crane can't come in right now because everybody's gone to lunch, so she needs to sit in there to cover the office.
Oh, okay. I just saw her walk by here.
Yeah, because she
She's-
realized as she was coming up here that everybody was gone, and she was the only one down there. So,
Okay.
Yeah, because that would be the rate, so that'd be cents per gallon. That would be the total dollars.
But we would.
Do you have
we
anything
must have
else?
to
I
pay
mean,
some.
we've got time here to talk about stuff. if you-
yep.
Oh, that's federal.
The
Yeah, because there's federal and state.
EMS employees, this initial batch of employees that we're going to hire. We discussed it previously about making their benefit waiting period 30 days instead of 60, because of the transition, the way everything went. Going forward, any new hires after this point would be 60, like everybody else, but for this initial group. So I guess if you guys are okay with that, if you want to approve that. or discuss it.
What did you call it? Waive the initial what fee? Or
Benefit waiting
Benefit
period,
waiting.
benefit waiting period. Okay, thank you.
and move it from 60
60.
days to 30. Just for this initial group of new hires for EMS.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passed 2-0.
And then the next thing is the executive session on non-elected personnel.
We
Melissa
need-
said we could go ahead and.
Oh, and discuss it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, she's fine with that.
Okay, I will do our do I hear a motion to go into executive session?
How long do you think?
10 minutes.
Let me get my little template back out.
Oh, well, I'll just write down my initial stuff and then I'll go from there. It's an envelope. Personnel matter.
Go into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel as allowed by KSA 75-4319B1. And that the purpose of the closed session is to protect the privacy rights of the employee, and that the board will come out of the executive session at whatever time.
Okay, you said for 10 minutes,
Yeah.
so we'll go in at
Just round.
1:43, so 1:53.
So moved.
In the commission room, first floor courthouse, and those present will be the county commissioners, County Councilor Patrick Henderson, HR Director Jamie Madison, anyone else,
If Melissa Crane can come up here.
and Melissa Crane, if
If she's so disposed. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pass 2-0.
153.
Did you turn that off?
Oh, yes. It's not coming on. Oh, I put. No. I keep hitting there.
Yeah, you.
It's not coming on. There we go. Hmm?
No, I said, aha.
Okay, we're back. We need Pauline to come in. He's back in these chairs. What did you say the full term title of that position is? Just office clerk or?
Yeah, there's something else with it. The office clerk is the main part.
Okay, we're back in session. Jeff made the motion to come out.
Yes.
I second.
With no action taken.
No action taken.
Correct.
Right, well, then you need to take action.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, and after that, we, do I hear a motion to approve, Terry Morgan to be the new, what's the,
Appraisal office clerk.
And
office clerk of the appraiser's office, and do I hear the motion? I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
kind of, it's a little bit confusing.
Well, isn't there another piece we need to add to that? Or
yeah, due to the nepotism policy and that policy and procedure manual.
Okay, well, that's, I was gonna add that after, I bet,
Okay.
because I didn't know if it needed to be part of the actual, motion, but the reason we are, taking this action is because according to the, policy manual, anything that's an appearance of nepotism needs to be discussed and approved by the county commissioners.
so moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approved 2-0.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
you.
kind of,
faster.
yeah, I'll kind of,
Ad lib.
yeah, I print it off. I made little,
Yeah, I will try to develop a template for us.
well, I even have this.
Yeah, the
Cheat sheets.
templates I've seen have been more than one page, and I want to get it down to,
Well, I know
Yes.
Saline County has one page that has all of this, and then it says something else, but I can't remember what it says.
Okay. Did you see the goodies we got? And there's a thank you there on top to sign.
okay.
who is that from?
Cook that and seal them.
Cook flat stroke. Do we want to open it now? Or not? I don't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could send it out to the road and bridge crew, or to, probably it's nothing, people in the courthouse are doing okay. Or to the jail, or to senior village, I don't know.
Oh, look, it's that one piece before it goes.
We could have one piece.
Or two. I'm sure the road and bridge department's really, I mean, I'm pretty sure they've gotten,
Oh, yeah, probably.
they probably have gotten more than what you,
These POs that were signed for Seth, do they go back in his?
yeah, put them in his folder box.
Okay. I just sat here and hold everybody up while I'm going through this. Should we go ahead and finish there, and I'll look through them on my own? So is there any other business?
Do salaries and wages for 2017? Do we need to do a motion to approve those for 17? Do we typically do that
For the next,
for 2017? Yeah. Do we need to approve that for the 2017 officially?
I don't have any idea. It's the first I've heard of it.
Since we typically have approved stuff. I'm just asking. I'm asking the question if we need to approve that for the 2017 because the payroll won't convene until the start of the next payroll, correct?
or you have this one pay, 1 week and then the first week of January. Work with the new pay period, with the new
Mhm.
pay.
I don't know. That's
You want me to go
something.
back and get Jamie? I can.
You know, she could
Yeah, we probably should.
and just ask her anyhow. I mean, maybe she don't need to come in. But
Just like on the, it seems like over the last couple of weeks, you know, on the news was reported approval by surrounding counties and cities by their commissions of. Just seemed like we always did it anyways. It seemed like we typically would approve.
Oh, I know what you need to do, and I didn't print it off, is to make a motion to, move, how's it worded, move any cash or
Yeah.
for 2016, you do need to do that one, you want me to go get print that off?
yeah,
The wording or
if that's-
something?
Mhm.
Because you do need to do that, because if you don't. do it,
Correct.
then-
Yes. I'm in no hurry here. We just need to make sure all of
I
our.
forgot all about that one.
Are you on the committee with the was it ASAF and the sports complex and all of that?
Yeah, ASAF board. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was it last year about this time when they came in and gave us a report?
I think it was
We
after
haven't-
the first of the year. It seemed like.
Maybe it was. I mean, we haven't heard from them since then, really.
Mm-mm.
So
We haven't had a meeting with them in a while.
Next week, she said that we don't make the change until the first complete payroll period
Okay.
of the new year. So
Okay.
she had planned to come next week to discuss it.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we weren't missing something to approve. Just
absolutely, because I wouldn't have known anything about that.
so, yeah. So we'll have to have her get a printout of salaries and the whole list, because the commission sets salaries of appointed and elected officials. So we'll need to have that list so we can approve all of that for 17. So that was the only thing I had. I think Pauline said any transfers,
Cash transfers.
cash transfers, making that motion before we head into 2017. She didn't have that with her, so I think she's getting that document.
Yeah, we're running out of year.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
So
Big plans for New Year's Eve, or
Don't have any plans. I'm
Yeah.
going to be asleep before midnight. But
wasn't there going to be a? Was it the art association? Was it Munchnick having a?
I think so. I can't remember what that was.
What do you call it? Masquerade party? Wasn't it supposed to be a masquerade?
yeah, I think there was something
I
like
think
that.
there is. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember. I had totally forgot about it until I asked you guys what you was doing. But have you ever been to one of those? Or?
No, I haven't. I don't know if they've ever done one before.
There's. I guess you did separate ones for all of them. Maybe it starts there, Christie.
Yeah, that would be it. Would we include other funds too? I know sometimes we have, like, separate funds outside of that. So we have like a solid waste as a separate, joint communications have separate.
Solid waste is down.
There's
The
one.
last-
Oh, you did a
have
separate one.
You have any joint communication.
Okay,
for
I
cash,
see.
And then you have a solid waste one.
Okay.
And
So we
then
just
not just we.
kind of go down the list the same way we did last time.
Yeah, just
I'll
have to change the years.
I'll make a motion to transfer any 2016 general fund cash and budget money into the 2017 budget. Do I hear a
None.
motion? Or
Into the capital
Yeah.
improvement fund.
Yeah, after taking into consideration beginning cash
Okay, I need to write
balance.
the whole thing, okay.
Yeah,
After taking into consideration the beginning cash balance for the 2017 budget into County General Capital Outlay Fund.
so moved.
Second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pass 2-0. Do I hear a motion to transfer any joint communication 2016 leftover cash and budget after taking into consideration the beginning cash balance for the 2017 budget into the County General Capital Outlay Fund designated for joint communication use?
Okay, that one does have a separate, so we probably need to, we'll just
So
reword
moved.
that one, because there is a separate joint communication.
Capital outlay, yes.
So the way I read it, wasn't that correct? I mean,
It'll be,
So,
instead of county
general
general,
B.
we'll have joint communication.
oh, okay.
Capital
Capital
outlay,
outlay.
yeah.
Okay, into joint communication capital outlay.
Same way. Solid waste be the same, yeah.
Okay.
Noxious weed, do we keep it separate?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be separate as well.
Did we not have that last year? Because I don't see one from. Yeah, there is. All right. And okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pass 2-0. Do I hear a motion to transfer any solid waste 2016 leftover cash and budget after taking into consideration the beginning balance for the 26 budget into the solid waste capital outlay fund designated for solid waste use?
So moved.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pass 2-0. Do I hear a motion to transfer any noxious weed 2016 leftover cash and budget after taking into consideration the beginning cash balance of the 2017 budget into the noxious weed capital outlay fund?
So moved.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pass 2-0. Okay, is that all of them? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Okay, so we got solid waste, joint communications, noxious weed.
We don't have to do anything with Senior Village.
Oh, yeah, you probably could. It probably wouldn't hurt.
Because I know they have a separate capital outlay
Probably wouldn't
fund.
hurt to do something.
Just to be safe.
Village.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll make, or do I hear a motion to transfer any 2016 general fund cash and budget after taking into consideration the beginning balance for the 2017 budget into
Senior Village.
Senior Village Capital Outlay Fund?
Yeah, it's. I think you said initially like general, but it's actually Senior Village. So yeah, so
Oh,
moved.
Okay. Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Yes.
Pass 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit,
Yeah, when you're reading those.
well, you know, how the terminology goes. I'm still learning terminology.
Okay, that'll,
That was from last year.
okay. Okay. I will get on this then.
Okay, do we have any other business to attend to today?
I don't have anything.
And then I'll make, ask, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pass 2-0 at
2-2.
2:10.